प्रेम से बोलो श्री कृष्ण भगवान की जय. As we are about to begin the Antyesti sanskar for our beloved Didi. You have a paper? Yeah, please. A most warm and cordial welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you on behalf of the family for joining them in this very sad time. Every step you make and every word you utter provide the support and strength that is necessary to cope with such a situation. The name of Bhagwan helps in this situation, and your presence and your recitation of the name of God in your mind brings the necessary strength that is required for this family at this time. As we are about to begin the Antyesti sanskar ceremony, we remind ourselves, what is Antyesti sanskar? Antyesti means funeral. Hindu funeral, Antyesti. Ant means end, and Ishti means sacrifice. So this is the last sacrifice. Antyesti. Samskar is a two-part word as well. Samyaka means good, and kar comes from the word karma, which means actions. So Antyesti Sanskar is the last sacrifice of good actions that these gentlemen are about to undertake on behalf of the departed. I saw Panditji, Pandit Aresh, a warm welcome to you specifically, and any other executive members here. So as we put our hands together, we focus our mind on Sri Krishna Bhagwan, Sri Mahavishnu. Om apavitra pavitro va sarvastangato piva yasmari pundari kaksha sabhavayantarah suchahe. Om Yam brahma varuindaroda murtaha stunvanti divyaistavehi Vede Sangapada Kamopanishadeh Gayanti Yam Samaga Dhyanavastata Targatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam Navido Sura Suragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Om Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanavyam Suresham Vishwadharam Gaganasadrasham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Bhirdhyanagamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavayaharam Sarvalokekanatam Sarvalokekanatam Hari Om Tat Sat Hari Om Tat Sat Hari Om Tat Sat. Offer your flowers. Right. Get them this uncle. So at this time we make our sankalp, our promise, our intention, our resolution, our intent. Whenever there is a strong intent, success is guaranteed by the grace of Bhagwan. You are committing to do the rites in the right way, in all the necessary steps and all the necessary days, including the 1 year. Today, Prabhu, I focus my mind on you. Om Vishnur Vishnur Vishnu Adhya Shri Brahmano Hi Dvaitaparadishveshvit Vivarakalpe Vaivasmanvantari Ashtavi Shatatame Kalyugi Kalipratam Charani Trinadadeshe Sri Sant Augustine Grama Sri Punyakshetre Bhauda Vartade Vartamane Yatanam Samvatsare Sri Paushamasa Shuklapaksha Sri Ashtami Tithau Sri Uttar Bhadrapad Nakshatra Sri Vadiga Yoga Sri Vishtikarana Sri Shani Vasri Sri Dhanurashi Meenarashi Sri Dakshinayana Sri Shubha Dhumra Yoga Sri Amukarashi Stite Surya Mukarashi Shashanka Cha Shisheshu Graheshu Yata Yata Rashi Stansiteshu Sri. Take your name and take your sister's name. Amukha Gotrasya Mukyanam Amukha Pretasya Sri Antyesti Karana Aham Karishye Om Sri Krishna Arpanam. Offer it. Put it in the box. All right. Water. Give me water. Om Madhyamukha Gotrasya Sri Sri Malasa Bhagoo Pretasya Sri Mritasthana Shivanimetang Snanamayadiyate Tavo Pratishtatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. ओम मध्यामुखगोत्रस्य श्री मलस भगो प्रेतस्य श्रीमृतस्थाने शिवनिमित्तं स्नानमया दीयते तवो प्रतिष्ठताम् नारायणाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः श्रीकृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः आपोहिष्टमयो भुवस्तार्न ऊर्जे दधातन मयेरनाय चक्षुषे यो वः शिवतमो रसस्भाजयते नः उशतेरिव मातरः ओम श्री अध्यामुखगोत्रस्य श्री मलसभगुप्रेतस्य श्री मृतस्थाने शिवनिमित्तं स्नानमया दीयते तपो प्रतिष्ठताम् नारायणाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम अध्यामुखगोत्रस्य श्री मलसभगुप्रेतस्य श्री मृतस्थाने शिवनिमित्तं स्नानमया दीयते तवो प्रतिष्ठताम् नारायणाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः श्रीकृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम अध्यामुखगोत्रस्य श्री मलसभगुप्रेतस्य श्री मृतस्थाने शिवनिमित्तं खण्डमया दीयते तवो प्रतिष्ठताम् नारायणाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः right over her actual bindi, put one there. As is what? Om Narayanaaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Adhyamukhagotrasya Shri मलसभगुप्रेतस्य श्रीमृतस्थाने शिवनिमित्तं खण्डमया दीयते तवो प्रतिष्ठताम् नारायणाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः श्रीकृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः तिलकं च महात्पुण्यं पवित्रं पापनाशनम् आपदाहरते नित्यं ललाले हरिचन्दनम् ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय श्री कृष्ण गोविंदाय नमो नमः ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम त्वां गंधर्वस्त्वां खं इंद्रस्त्वां बृहस्पतिस्त्वां ओकदेय सोमो राजन् विद्वाक्षमदमुच्यत ओम श्री अध्यामुखगोत्रस्य श्री मलसभगुप्रेतस्य श्री मृतस्थाने शिवनिमित्तं खण्डमया दीयते तवो प्रतिष्ठताम् नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय श्रीकृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम अध्यामुखगोत्रस्य श्री मलसभगुप्रेतस्य श्री मृतस्थाने शिवनिमित्तं पुष्पमालामया दीयते तवो प्रतिष्ठितम् ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः पुष्पमालामया दीयते तवो प्रतिष्ठितम् पुष्पमालामया दीयते तवो प्रतिष्ठितम् अध्यामुखगोत्रस्य श्रीमलसभगुप्रेतस्य श्री मृतस्थाने शिवनिमित्तं पुष्पमालामया दीयते तवो प्रतिष्ठिताम् ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. As we perform Aarti, if you could kindly stand at this time. Om Yamadhware Mahagore Andanatama Savrate Tartravalokanartaya Deepo Yamu Pratishthatam. ओम अध्यामुकगोत्रस्य श्रीमलसभगो प्रेतस्य श्री मृतस्थान शिवनिमितं दीपमयादीयते तवो प्रतिष्ठताम्। जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय जय कृष्ण हरे। जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो। जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, दूर किनारा हो, और कोई न खेवन हारा हो, फिर तू ही बेड़ा पार करो। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे। दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। तू चाहे तू सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। तू चाहे तू सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा, जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे। जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे। दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। You may take your seats at this time. ओम अध्यामुकगोत्रस्य श्रीमलसभगो प्रेतस्य श्रीमृतस्थान शिवनिमितं ऐषते पिण्डमयादीयते तवो प्रतिष्ठिताम्। ओम अध्यामुकगोत्रस्य श्रीमलसभगुप्रेतस्य श्रीमृतस्थान शिवनिमितं एकते पिण्डमयादीयते तवो प्रतिष्ठिताम्। नारायणाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः, श्रीकृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम श्री तिलांजलि जलमयादीयते तवो प्रतिष्ठिताम्। Let that one hold it and let him take some bhakti and offer each one a Jani mantra, right? I'll tell you first, second, third, don't worry. ॐ वसोः पवित्रमसि शतधारं वसोः पवित्रमसि सहस्रधारं देवस्सा सविता पुनातु वसोः पवित्रेण शतधारेण सुप्पकामदुक्षः ॐ वसुभय नमः ॐ प्रेतवाहाय नमः. Right, second. ॐ वरुणस्य भनमसि वरुणस्य स्कम्भनमसि जनिष्ठो वरुणस्य रिक्तसदनमसि वरुणस्य रिक्तसदनमसि वरुणस्य रिक्तसदनमसि. ॐ वरुणाय नमः ॐ प्रेतसखाय नमः. ॐ उत्तनो अहिर्भुज्यः श्रीणोत्वज एकपात पृथ्वीस मुद्रः विश्वे देवा ऋतावृदो हुवानास्तुता मंत्राः कविशस्ता अवन्तु. ॐ अजैकपादाय नमः ॐ प्रेतपाय नमः. ॐ शिवो नामासि स्वदिष्टिस्ते पिता नमस्ते अस्तु माहि गुंसि हि निवर्तयाम याम युखे ध्याया प्रजननाय रायस्पोकाय सुपजास्त्वाय सुवीर्याय सुवीर्याय. ॐ अहिर्बुद्ध्याय नमः ॐ प्रेतभूमिपाय नमः. ॐ पुष्यन्तव प्रेतव्यन्नरिष्येम् अकधाचन स्तोतारस्त इव स्मसि. ॐ पुष्णे नमः ॐ प्रेतहर्त्रे नमः. Right. And if you want, sprinkle some water on each one. Clear perfume and chandan. Om. Yeah, just sprinkle one drop on each one. ॐ आपो हिष्टमयो भुवस्तार्न ऊर्जेर्धारन मयेरनाय चक्षुषे यो वः शिवतमो रसस् भाजयते नः उशतीरिव मातरः. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ॐ त्वां गन्धर्वस्त्वां इन्द्रस्त्वां बृहस्पतिस्त्वां औकदेय सोमो राजन् विद्वाक्षमदमुच्यत. Now you can place it. Right hand. One above the head, one under the right hand. Sri Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So as you focus your mind on Sri Krishna Bhagwan, Sri Mahavishnu, we do a little dhyan, Gita dhyan, and then chant a few verses of Bhagavad Gita. Om. Put your hands together. Focus your mind as well. Om Partaya Pratibhodita Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Krititam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshane Bhagavatim Ashtadashajahinim Amba Tvamanusamtadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadvaishanim Namastute Vyasa Vishal Buddhi Puladavindra Netra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajwalito Jnanamaya Pradeepaha Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Pane Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gita Mrata Due Namaha Sarvopanishado Gavo Dhugdha Gopalanandanaha Partho Vatsusudir Bhukta Dhugdham Gitamratam Mahata Vasudevasutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Bhishma Jonatata Jayatra Jala Gandharani Lopala Shailib Grahavate Kripe Vahanani Karne Vilakula Ashvatama Vikarra Goda Makada Dhuryodhana Vartani Sotirna Kalu Pandavaidananadhi Kaivataka Keshavaha Parasya Vacha Saroja Mamalam Githar Gandhokatam Nana Kyanana Kesharam Harikatha Sambhodana Bodhitam Loke Sajjana Shatpadeya Haraha Pipeyamana Mudha Bhuyar Bharata Pankajam Kalimala Padvam Shvena Shreyase Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Atta Dvitiyo Dhyayaha Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Ashotyanan Vashochastvam Pragyanvadam Shabashase Gatasum Nagatasum Sha Nanushochan Nipanditaha Natvevaham Jatu Nasam Natvam Name Janadipaha Nachaiva Nabhavishyamaha Sarve Vayamatah Param Dehinosmin Yata Dehi Kaumaram Yauvanam Jara Tata Dehantara Praptihi Dhirastatra Namuhyate Matra Sparshastu Kaunteya Shitoshna Sukha Dukkadaha Agama Pahino Nityaha Tam Sitikshvasva Bharata Yam Hina Vyatayante Te Purusham Purusharshabaha Samadukha Sukam Dhiram Somratitvaya Kalpate Nasato Vidyate Bhavaha Na Bhavo Vidyate Sataha Ubhayorapi Drishtonyaha Tvanayostattvadarshabhihi Avinashi tu tadvidhi Yena sarvamidam tatam Vinasham avyayasyana Kaschin kartum hartati Om tatsaditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Sambade Sankhya Yogo Nama Dvitiyo Dhyayaha Prem se bolo Sri Krishna Bhagwan ki jai. Sri Krishna Bhagwan is telling Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, well, first of all, I think I read 2 days ago that the Bhagavad Gita was not chanted in a temple. It was chanted on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So the message out of that, whilst when we are praying and in a joyous puja occasion, it's probably easy to think about God and develop strength. However, when we're in a situation of a battlefield, when we're in a situation of pain and grief, there's a level of strength that is required that tests us, tests our faith, tests our strength, tests what we understand life to be. And it helps us to reflect. So the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita is actually Vishada Yogo Nama. And Vishada is sorrow, grief. So the question is, how could grief be a yoga? Yoga means union with God, right? So how come Vishada Yogo Nama? How could grief be a yoga as well? And this is your opportunity to think about it. In times of grief, where does that strength come from? From recitation of Bhagwan's name, from chanting Bhagwan's name. It helps us to think about not the upadis, not the superimpositions, but the reality that underlying every existing particle. Every existing particle, we look at what is superimposed on that. That superimposition is called upadi. So I think I was asked twice if we burst Khalsa for the Panchak, if I burst Khalsa for the Panchak. And the answer was no, not really. But if we analyze that Khalsa, what are we analyzing? We are analyzing that the superimposition on clay is a Khalsa. The superimposition on clay is a Khalsa. The superimposition in the space is Khalsa space. If a Khalsa is there, the space inside the Khalsa is called Khalsa space. And when it's burst, where does the space from inside the Khalsa goes? Does it go anywhere? Does it come out of the Khalsa and goes outside? No, it just merges. It just merges. So in the same way we say inside that house is house space, and we say here is yard space. The only difference between house space and yard space is the wall. So the superimposition in the space is the wall. So if we remove the walls of the sansar, if we remove the walls of possession and relation, then we recognize the divinity that we are. Now that's very difficult. But if you keep repeating it, it will be helpful. If you keep repeating that this body is 72% water, this body is 12% earth, this body is 6% air, this body is 6% space, and this body is 4% heat, then who am I? That is called the Panchatattva. Akash, Vayu, Tejas, Jala, and Prithvi. That is the 5 elements. So the repetition helps us to tap in to the divinity that we are. So what Sri Krishna Bhagwan is telling Arjuna in one of the beautiful verses that I always remember to remind myself, it says, Dehi no sminyata dehi kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara praptihi dhiras tatra namuyate. Now the punchline in that verse is namuyate. So it depends on how you speak to yourself is what you want to tell yourself. The self. So namuyati means don't be deluded, Arjuna. Don't be deluded. In our languages, where's our language? What are we going to say? Don't be silly, right? There's some other words we use, but don't be silly. Don't be deluded, Arjuna. This, what you're witnessing here in this battlefield, don't grieve. So it's difficult. But the dehinaha, the atma, the dehinaha, dehino, in asmin yata dehi, in this body, dehi means body, dehina means soul. So this soul, I'll be using loosely, in this body, goes through various modifications through this journey. So dehinaha, dehino asmin yata dehi, kaumaram means childhood. Childhood. Kaumaram, yauvanam. Yauvanam means youth, teenager. And jara means old age. So Bhagwan is saying, through the changes of child to teenager to jara, something remains through that journey. Something remains. Something is, for example, we look like this now, but if we look at a baby picture of ourselves, we will recognize that that was me as a baby. But the body of the baby and the body of the adult is not the same body. That body modified. That body changed over the time. A simple logic, a simple analytical, philosophical lecture or discourse Sri Krishna Bhagwan is giving Arjuna. He said, Dehino sminyata dehi kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara praptihi. Praptihi means, dehantara means transferring, something transfers. Praptihi means success. So in every stage, there's some gaining experience that we experience through the experiences, but we have to remind ourselves not to become the experiencer of the experiences we're experiencing. Because the experiencer and the experiences is a superimposition on the reality. But each state of that growth, there's a success that is happening, praptihi. So don't be deluded, namuyate. Don't be deluded, Arjuna. Melissa has already fulfilled that success. She already fulfilled it and ready for the next journey. Because the journey continues in a cycle of time, which is a limitation. The journey continues. These little verses has deep meaning to give us strength. And we could go on and on because there are 700 verses. But in our simple way, we are surrendering. We are sharanagati, surrendering to the cause, not effect, to the cause, to the ultimate supreme divinity. Because whilst we measure age and so forth at a certain numbers in this loka, in this world, in the reality, that is a kanchuka, that's a limitation, just like time, just like place, just like knowledge. It's limited. So with that, we focus our mind once again and we offer our flowers. Om Anadhi Nidhano Devaha Shankachakra Gadadaraha Akshaha Pundarikakshaha Preta Moksha Pradobhava Preta Moksha Pradobhava Om Tat Sat Pret Atma Shantihi Om Tat Sat Pret Atma Shantihi Om Tat Sat Pret Atma Shantihi. At this time, based on instructions, I believe there is a eulogy to be done. And if you're tired, you could have a seat. But at this time, we're going to have the eulogy, and I also think we have Pandit Arish Maharajji, which is also the principal of El Dorado Hindu Primary School, that is here and would like him to give his condolences to the family.
Sitaram, good morning, everyone. Standing here today to speak about Melissa is something I never imagined I'd have to do. For those who don't know me, my name is Vashish. Melissa was my cousin, but having lived right next door to her for most of my life, she felt more like little sister I never had. So much of our childhoods was spent outside here, as Pandit said, yard space. Hopscotch boxes line the concrete, and everyday imaginative adventures with our other cousins occupied our time. As we grew, our bonds shifted from bikes and board games to greater hurdles, like me acting as her on-call tech support or coaching her through the frustrations of quadratic equations. Yet, as the world around us may make us more cynical, Melissa's character remained beautifully simple. She chose to be cheerful. She protected that bubbly personality and kept a rare, pure-hearted innocence that allowed her to see the good in everyone she met. So it was no surprise when Melissa became a primary school teacher. It was the perfect outlet for her spirit. But the truth is, she was a teacher long before she was a teacher at work. Her brother Tyler remembers being her first student. Melissa would practice her lessons on him. And maybe she realized if she could teach Tyler, she could teach anyone. She was incredibly devoted to her calling. She delivered her curriculum with heart. She was a teacher who would personally throw class parties for her students because she wanted them to feel celebrated. While she gave so much to her students, her heart belonged to her family. To her parents, my aunt and uncle, you were her entire world. The home he built for her was a foundation that allowed her to be so brave and kind. The love and support you gave her shaped the incredible woman she became. And to Tyler, she was a protector, a confidant, and a playful tormentor. Their family dynamic was full of life. Melissa and her cousins, Vera and Ashley, would often gang up to tease Tyler. And there were the Sunday afternoons spent under the mango tree with the cousins and aunts sharing stories and laughs. And then there was Banjo, the family parrot. Tyler might even tell you that Melissa loved Banjo more than she loved him. Their bond was full of these inside jokes. He called her Tulum, and she replied with Tootsie Roll. Now, at this point, I must defend Melissa by saying she does not snow. So I have no idea what her brother and other cousins complain about when they sleep in the same room as her, and why they would need to throw pillows at her bed at all hours of the morning. Melissa was someone who made you feel comfortable the moment you stepped into her space. She had a rule for life. She would never pass anyone without a hello and a warm greeting, even greeting the dogs out the road. She was adventurous. She loved to travel, and she had a very specific love for Coca-Cola. Even if there was a little bit just left in the bottle, she had to have a taste. Melissa used to say, "Don't worry what people have to say. Live your life and make yourself happy. Don't live with regrets." She lived that truth. She was genuine, she was sincere, and she was relentlessly kind. At 36, Melissa's life feels unfinished. There were so many more lessons to teach and so many more laughs to share. But as I look around today, I realized that Melissa's life isn't measured by the years she was given, but by the light she left behind. So borrowing a line from Mother Teresa, I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples. Melissa's ripples in the water are in all of us. They are in the students who learned kindness from her. They are in all those who shared those Sundays under the mango tree. They are in those that she worked with and those that she touched in her daily life. She showed us how to practice unconditional kindness, humility, and sincerity. Melissa, you made the world a little softer and a lot brighter. We will miss you every single day, but we will carry your smile with us always. Thank you.
Thank you very much. At this time, we welcome Pandit Antyesti.
राम नाम सच्चे है. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. At this point, I would ask, with your permission, of course, Panditji, that all members of staff, if you can join me here, please. Those of you who are here, if you can, please join me now. Pandit Vishal Maharaj, my brother Pandit in the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha, members of the bereaved family, Mr. and Mrs. Bhagoo, Tyler, and all other relatives, Vice Principal of the El Dorado South Hindu School, Mrs. Neela Dial, and all other members of staff, and of course, I also want to point out with you, I have with me this morning, and joining with all of you, and just to show the love and appreciation for Melissa, I have with me this morning from Student Support Services and our school guidance officer, Ms. Lisa Jack Daniel, our social worker, Ms. Reason, and our two security guards, Susie and Harriet, who are here with us this morning, joining with us. I don't usually talk from a paper. This must be the first time in a long while. But I had to put pen to paper today, because in my capacity as a pundit and as a principal, I have performed funerals. I spoke at funerals. But that was in a capacity as a pundit. I never thought in my lifetime that I would have to talk at a funeral for a colleague in the capacity of a principal. So you can imagine just how hard this is for us this morning. We gather here today with heavy hearts, united by grief, but also by gratitude for a life that has touched ours in countless ways. On behalf of the SDMS, Board of Management, the staff of the El Dorado South Hindu School, teaching and non-teaching, the many students who are here this morning, and the many parents who are here, scattered amongst you, I extend deepest condolences to the family of our dear colleague and friend, Mrs. Melissa Bhagoo, or Bhagoo, as we fondly call her, at work. Please know that you do not grieve alone, An entire school community mourns with you today. As a principal, I have been faced with many tasks and many challenges, but standing before you today is perhaps the most difficult of them all. Miss Melissa joined the El Dorado South Hindu School family on the 26th of May 2015, exactly 1 year after I assumed duties as principal of this institution. Exactly 1 year. From that point onwards, I had the opportunity to work closely with her, and I must say, I was proud to help shape her professional journey. Over the past 10 years, I have quietly watched Melissa grow as a teacher. My guidance to her came in many ways, both directly and indirectly. Many times she did not understand what I was doing, and I am sure, like many others, would have been upset. But understanding her personality, I had to understand her like I do with all members of staff. You have to know the person you are dealing with. And I would have made certain decisions in her best interests. Teaching is not simply a profession, it is a craft that develops over time through experience, reflection, and a genuine love for children. Melissa embraced that journey with quiet determination and sincerity. As a teacher, she was committed, patient, and deeply caring. She understood that teaching is about shaping lives. Many of her students may not remember all the facts that she taught them, but they will remember how she made them feel. They were seen, they were supported, and they were believed in. She was committed to her students and took her responsibilities seriously. She was willing to learn, open to guidance, and always focus on doing what was best for the children entrusted to her care. Year after year, her confidence and competence in the classroom grew, and her dedication never wavered. Bhagavad Gita says, Karmanyeva dikharaste ma paleshu kadachana ma karma phala hetur bhurma te sanghotvastva karmani. It says, Lord Krishna says to Arjuna, you have the right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your action. Never consider yourself to be the cause of the results of your activities, nor be attached to inaction. Miss Bhagoo lived this truth. She worked quietly, faithfully, without seeking praise, focused simply on doing what was right for her students and her school. As a colleague, Miss Bhagoo, Melissa, or Bhagoo, was respectful, cooperative, and dependable. She contributed positively to the life of the school, often in ways that may not have drawn attention, but were deeply valued. Her commitment was not only to the work of the classroom, but to the spirit of the staff through encouragement, cooperation, and quiet leadership. She may not have always spoken the loudest, but her presence was felt. Schools are not built only by grand gestures, but by everyday acts of service, and she gave that service genuinely. To the family and friends, please know that your loved one's influence extended far beyond these gates. Thank you for sharing her with us. The care, values, and dedication you nurtured at home were evident in her work every day. Her legacy lives on in the students she taught, guided, and encouraged. In our school community, she will always be remembered with respect and affection. Na jayate mriyate va kadachi. It says, the soul is never born, nor does it die. And our great writer once says, to live in the hearts of those you left behind is not to die. And so we join with you in remembering and cherishing all the memories we would have shared. Though we grieve her physical absence, we take comfort in knowing that her soul continues its journey beyond sorrow and beyond suffering. To my fellow members of staff, our parents, and our students. This loss will be felt in different ways by each of us. It is normal to feel sadness, confusion, and even moments of silence where words seem hard to find. It is all right to grieve and to lean on one another. As a school community, we will support each other through this difficult time with patience, kindness, and understanding. Let us honor Melissa by continuing the work she believed in. Let us teach with renewed compassion, guide with care, and treat each other with the same respect and warmth she showed every day. In doing so, we will ensure her spirit remains alive in our school and in the hearts of our students. On a personal note, I will miss her. I'm sorry Miss Ria is not here, but I'm sure she will be at the banks, and she's our BOA. She and Melissa would have shared many, many very special moments together. On most mornings, Melissa would be there at the office, chatting with Ria and greeting me when I come in. And it was always something she had to tell me. She made it a business every day to come to the office, not just for official matters, but to make a joke, to tease me, or to trouble me about signing her tests, her daily plans, wanting to get back things very quickly. Melissa would come and teachers may put their work, and she would come and take hers from the bottom of the pile and put it on the top and say, "You go sign that for me." So sometimes I felt she was the principal. And then I would say, "Melissa," she say, "How long?" I say, "Give me till 10 o'clock. And you could be sure 10 o'clock. You finish yet? But I'm waiting." And not disrespectfully, but that was our banter. And somebody mentioned Coke. Well, I don't know if I taught her or if she came with that. But a Coke couldn't stay in my office. I remember quite recently, earlier in the year, parents would have sent to me, anybody found Coke with Irish on it, they had it in my office. They sent it for me. That's recently when that came out. And I had it in my office behind me on my table, about 6 of them. She said, "What are you doing with that?" I said, "I'm trying to make a case." And every morning she come, "Give me one now. Give me one of that now." I said, "No, Melissa, waiting at making a case. Give me one now, give me one." And she drank out all. I didn't get any. She took all. Every day she was coming for one. "Give me one now, give me one now, give me one." These moments, often brief and light-hearted, brought warmth into the routine of the school day. That presence, the smile, the humor, the familiarity will be missed. Our school will feel her absence because she was truly part of its life. Ramayana says, Sant Tulsidas in his writing says, "What is written by destiny or fate cannot be erased by anyone." And we understand that. Today, let us all take comfort in these words. Even in our pain and confusion, we are reminded that life unfolds according to a higher order, one that we may not always understand, but must learn to accept with faith. Today we mourn her passing, but we also honor her life. We honor the teacher she became, the colleague she was, and the joy she quietly brought to our school community. Though her time with us feels far too short, her impact will remain etched in memories, in laughter once shared. She made a difference that time cannot erase. Melissa left a lasting mark on the El Dorado South Hindu School and its family. May her soul rest in peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Please join with me as I will sing one bhajan. And it says, "O man," including woman, You have wasted your life in false activities. We are all God's children. The earth is our mother. And when the death bell rings, no member of your household, no friends, no family is going with you. Figuratively, for 2 days you are in this world, you have been the victim of Maya in thinking that this world belongs to you. Worldly wealth is of no use when the soul leaves the body. The company of the pious people is like the water flowing in the Ganges. The water is so pure. Take a bath in it and purify your body. Even sinners are saved after a dip in the Ganges. Jute janam ghawaya sadhu. Jute janam ghawaya sadhu. Jute janam ghawaya. एक पिता के हम सब लड़के डरती हमारी माता. एक पिता के हम सब लड़के डरती हमारी माता. कुटुंब कबीला संगन साथी. कुटुंब कबीला संगन साथी. काल धन कब जाया साधु. जूते जन्म गवाया साधु. जूते जन्म गवाया. जूते जन्म गवाया साधु. जूते जन्म गवाया साधु. जूते जन्म गवाया. 2 दिन के पहुनो जगत में माया में भर माया. 2 दिन के पहुनो जगत में माया में भर माया. धन दौलत कुछ काम न आए. धन दौलत कुछ काम न आए. छूट जाए यह काया साधु. जूते जन्म गवाया साधु. जूते जन्म गवाया. जूते जन्म गवाया साधु. जूते जन्म गवाया साधु. जूते जन्म गवाया. सत्संग की गंगा बही है कोमल जिसकी धारा. सत्संग की गंगा बही है कोमल जिसकी धारा. कर स्नान विमल कर काया. कर स्नान विमल कर काया. पाप न पार कराया साधु. जूते जन्म गवाया साधु. जूते जन्म गवाया. जूते जन्म गवाया साधु. जूते जन्म गवाया साधु. जूते जन्म गवाया. You know, if she was here, she would know, she'd have tell me. That's all you're singing? Recently, I told the staff, some young teachers, I said, all you better get married fast, you know. All of you, get married fast. Because I don't know how long I will stay as a principal, so you know, you have to get married while I am a principal. And I used to harass Bhagoo every day about getting married. And she tell me, you want my pressure go up more. And recently we had a wedding. One of our members of staff, and we have a few who are away, and of course they send their sympathies as well. And when we were coming out of the Monday, I tell her, your turn. She said, I'm getting married next year. I said, all right, I'm looking forward to that wedding. So I thought I was going to be talking at her wedding. not at a funeral. Let us put our hands together, close our eyes, and bow our heads in prayer. Hari Om. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Panghulam Gayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramanandamarvam. Om Anadhinudhana Vishnu Shankara Chakra Gadhadram Apuro Pundarikaksha Pretu Ghati Samudabhavaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Ram Nam. Thank you so very much for this opportunity.
Sitaram, everyone. So this is my little tribute to my dear Bhagumati, because I never called Melissa Melissa. I always call Melissa Bhagumati. And if she was here, she would say, make it short and sweet, just like me. She always used to say that, short and sweet, just like me. In morning light and lasting memories. Each morning began with your bright, welcoming smile. A warmth that eased the day even for a while. Lively, bubbly, your spirit so light. Turning ordinary moments beautifully bright. You cared for your charges with patient, loving grace. Always on time, bell rung, never missing a place. You helped in ways both big and small. Dropped off our rule books and copies on our desk, answered every call. Offering caramels, lollies, treats so sweet. Stepping out for lunch in the midday heat. Double shared, a Coke in hand. Simple joys only you could so thoughtfully plan. We saw sunshine in Tobago and laughter under stars. Evenings at Raj with stories that healed our hearts. A boat cruise with waves that danced in your chair. A party full of fun, moments we held so dear. Though loss feels heavy, gratitude remains. For time well spent, for paths made clear. You will be missed, remembered warmly, and held in hearts still gathered here. We pause today in quiet thanks for all you gave, for how you cared, in steady ways, in spoken kindness. You showed us what it meant to share. Ever willing, dependable right to the end. We remember each laugh, each helping hand. Moments that forever with us stand. You're more than a colleague, a friend so true. We're forever grateful for all the memories, love, and joy we shared with you. Farewell, dear friend.
Some people are short, some people are tall. So at this time, we invite the immediate family to pay their respect, offer their flowers, and in time of conclusion, in exiting, we will invite everyone else to come forward and pay their respect, so you'll be able to exit the same time, because of the limited space, and we will coordinate it like that. I would like to thank Panditji and his staff for a tribute to our beloved colleague, and the love and respect and admiration was felt by all. And I'm so happy that the 2 security guards came as well. I feel protected during the discourse. So, if there is anybody who would like to sing a bhajan, tribute bhajan to Sri Krishna Bhagwan Mahavishnu, Prabhu Sri Ram, please come forward whilst the immediate family offer their flowers. Once that is completed, we will conclude one aspect and invite everyone else to offer their flowers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं, तुम मीरा की जैसे बुलाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम। कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं, तुम मेरा की जैसे बुलाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम। कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं, बेरे शबड़ी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम। कृष्ण है। कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं, माँ यशोदा की जैसे सुलाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम। कृष्ण है। कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचे नहीं, गोपियों की तरह तुम नाचा नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम। कृष्ण है। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। इतना तू करन स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। गोविंद नाम लेकर जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तू करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। गोविंद नाम लेकर जब प्राण तन से निकले। श्री गंगा जी कतत हो, यमुना कतत निकट हो। श्री गंगा जी कतत हो, यमुना के तट निकट हो। और सावरा निकट हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले। गोविंद नाम लेकर जब प्राण तन से निकले। श्री वृंदावन कतल हो, विष्णु चरण कजल हो। श्री वृंदावन कतल हो, विष्णु चरण कजल हो। मुख में तुलसी दल हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तू करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। गोविंद नाम लेकर जब प्राण तन से निकले। मेरा सावकर हो, तिरछा चरण दर हो। मेरा सावकर हो, तिरछा चरण दर हो। बंशी कसूर भर हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तू करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। गोविंद नाम लेकर जब प्राण तन से निकले। सिर सोहना मुकत हो, मुकरे पे काली लत हो। सिर सोहना मुकत हो, मुखरे पे काली लत हो। यह ज्ञान में रगत हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले। गोविंद नाम लेकर जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तू करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। जब कंत प्राण आवे, कोई रोग ना सतावे। जब कंत प्राण आवे, कोई रोग ना सतावे। यम त्रास ना दिखावे, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तू करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। गोविंद नाम लेकर जब प्राण तन से निकले। जब प्राण तन से निकले। जब प्राण तन से निकले। एक दिन चोति जाहि संसार। एक दिन चोति जाहि संसार। जिनके लाक पर दीप बरत है। जिनके लाक पर दीप बरत है। जाते हो हाथ पसार हो। जाते हो हाथ पसार। एक दिन चोति जाहि संसार। एक दिन चोति जाहि संसार। राज रंग कोई नहीं चिन्हत। राज रंग कोई नहीं चिन्हत। सबके करत आहार हो। सबके करत आहार। एक दिन चोति जाहि संसार। एक दिन चोति जाहि संसार। वेद पुराण ग्रंथ बहुविधि पर। वेद पुराण ग्रंथ बहुविधि पर। कोई नहीं पावत पार हो। कोई नहीं पावत पार। एक दिन चोति जाहि संसार। एक दिन चोति जाहि संसार। भवसागर में जीवन नैया। भवसागर में जीवन नैया राम लगावे पार हो, राम लगावे पार, एक दिन छूटी जाहि संसार, एक दिन छूटी जाहि संसार। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है. So at this time we perform a simple closing mantras. We will also do a pinda change at the doorway, at the gateway. So who's not able to see, give their respect up here. You will feel free to pay your respect at the gateway. I do believe we have a timeline to reach to Karani as well. So at this time, we invite the boys back to the front to put your hands together and focus your mind on Sri Krishna Bhagwan, Sri Mahavishnu, as we conclude. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Anadhi Nidhano Devaha Shankachakra Gadadaraha Akshayah Pundarikakshah Preta Moksha Prado Bhava. Om Krishna Krishna Kripalotam Agatirnam Gatirdvava Sansarnarnavagnanam Prasida Purushottamam. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Janardana Yat Pujitam Maya Deva Paripurnam Tadastame. Om Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Cha Saka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om Shanti Shanti, Shanti, Hari Om. Tat Sat, Pret Atma, Shanti, Ram Nam, Satya Hai. Ram Nam, Ram Nam, Satya Hai. Offer your flowers and lift. So if you could kindly stand as we lift the box.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare